What is good, guys? My name is Kane. I am here with a couple of my buddies. We've got Skedaddle, we've got Lumios, we've got Cameron, and we've got, I think, I'm losing. Yeah, we have Jester here too. So we are doing Nexus Devworks' round one of Jeopardy. So we have 4 players today. Oh shit! Why did it do these? No, I need to reset it. Menu, reset. There we go. So we currently have 5 categories. We have anime, card games, video games, nerd culture, and random ass questions, including inside jokes. So we're gonna go ahead and have a random dice roll here, indicate who's going first. 1 through 5 is gonna be for Cameron. And for the rest of them, we're gonna figure out. So Jester, you are up first. Pick a category, please, and pick a point total.
Which way? Repeat the categories one more.
Pick the. Oh wait, no, I gotta share screen. That's what it is. That is my bad.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
help.
I was wondering
was-
if there was going to be a stream for us to see. There we go.
Alright, let's see. We got anime, the card games, video games, nerd culture. I'll go for nerd culture for
Nerd culture for 100. All right. Alternative name for downloadable content. You do have to answer these in Jeopardy format. So you say what is answer.
Can we buzz in, or is it just whoever picked the question answers?
They get to go first, and then we'll go in like round table order.
All right.
So we'll go whoever's next in line gets to have the opportunity.
Sounds good.
alternative name for downloadable content. What is DLC?
Correct. Jester, you get 100. All right, you get to pick another one.
Okay. Anime for 100.
You
This
enter
an-
my domain?
This is an anime with a protagonist that is buffed by his own death. A popular manga/manhwa as of 2020 and onward.
I got this.
Yeah, no, I'm recently reading this. Either this is something completely different, but like I hope this is what I think it is. What is SSS class suicide hunter? Suicide hero? It's SSS suicide something. Where
Incorrect. Lumios.
Bullshit, I do not believe it.
An anime protagonist that is
Buffed by their
his
own death.
A popular manga says manhwa as of 2020 onward.
Oh, come on.
Shoot, I don't think I know one.
I'll give you a hint. Well, actually, no, I can't give hints.
I have a guess.
I'm just gonna guess.
We're not gonna deduct points, but we are gonna do a second round of trivia possibly in another video. Actually, no, we will do point loss. So Jester, you lost.
All I would say is
I think
the legendary hero is dead.
Don't do point loss. Just keep the points total. I think.
Okay.
Don't do point
All right.
loss.
Next, so it looks like you didn't get it either. Incorrect answer. Skedaddle.
I'm just gonna throw a random guess. What is My Hero Academia?
Incorrect.
Probably wrong. Okay, cool.
Back to Cameron.
What is solo leveling?
Correct.
Former treasurer of the Bama Anime Manga Association right here.
All right, Cameron, you get to pick the next
That would
one.
help.
Anime 200.
Anime for 200. An anime that has become one of the must-watch animes for anyone getting into the entertainment genre. This anime has also had the voice talents of Vic Mignon, Chris Sabat, and Travis Willingham for its English dubbing.
Okay, now this can be a lot of things before 2020.
I will tell you, it is something from prior to 2020. You're looking at something that came out in, I believe, the late 2000s, early 2010s.
I think I got an idea.
Early 2000s, late 2010s?
No, early 2010s, late 2000s.
Well, that would most likely be what is Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z.
Incorrect. Next up, Jester.
So
Huh.
early 2000, 2010. That was in, correct?
Yes. At least, hang on. I'm going to pull up on a separate window this same tab.
Well, this is very limiting because Vic Mignogna got a court case.
Okay,
Just
so
stupid.
I just confirmed it. This series came out between 2008 and 2010.
Kane, I think you're giving away too much.
All right, so that is the only thing I want to confirm. It's just that this came out in between 2008 and 2010. All right, so do you want to pass on this, Jester?
Is it still running?
Yes, it's still running.
Eventually, there is supposed to be a buzzer. This is Jeopardy.
Yeah. I'm just giving you guys no time limit. It's just you pass if you feel like you can't answer it.
I'll pass on.
You'll pass on this one? All right. Next up is Lumios. Give it a try.
Okay. Vic Mignon, Chris Savant, and Travis Willingham. Shoot. What is Oron Host Club?
Incorrect. Chris Sabat was not in that.
Hmm.
Next up is
I'm
Skedaddle.
pretty sure he was.
Must watch makes me think of One Piece, so I'm just say what is One Piece?
Ooh, that's true.
Incorrect.
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, they do all fit it.
I'm actually
Yeah.
going to go ahead and show the answer because nobody got it right. Is what is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
Mm.
You said it was still airing.
No, I never said it was airing. I said it started airing in 2000, in between
Oh.
those times.
I thought you
Yeah,
said it's still
no.
running. Still running made me think One Piece.
I didn't know Travis Willingham was in Full Metal.
Travis
Well, they
Willingham was Mustang.
I forgot that.
Mm.
All right, so
Oh,
I'm gonna
snap,
roll a
snap,
d4, and
spark.
we're gonna give the points to somebody at random.
Or just say no one gets the points.
Yeah,
but
nobody
then
gets
who
the
gets
points.
Yeah, no.
All right, so
Yeah.
Sign up.
next up in the order of selection, Lumios, you are up to pick points. Now, do note that random questions is a category that can refer to literally anything.
Okay, video games for 200.
This company worked on the Fallout series prior to Bethesda.
Ooh,
Dang it. I knew
I don't know this.
I know this. I would like to buzz it in.
All right, Cameron.
I didn't even get the answer.
Oh no, yeah, no, that's right. Lumios, you get to pick.
Oh, that's
or
true.
choose first.
Shoot. What is Gearbox?
Incorrect. Cameron.
What is Obsidian?
I'll give that to you, but it's not actually correct. It's sort of correct. It is what is Interplay.
I didn't get it right. Don't give me the points.
I never would have gotten that.
All right, so we have two. All right, next up,
Keep
Skedaddle.
on thinking down.
Let's go random questions for 100.
Finish the following lyrics. Make way, start blank.
What?
What?
That's
Make way, start.
I will give you a
Life?
hint. I'll give you a hint. It references a Cartoon Network show.
Who the
Can I buzz in?
If he passes, yes.
Make way. Okay, what are some
oh
Cartoon Network shows?
No,
Make way, start living. I have no idea. I'll
All right.
pass.
All right, Lumios.
I'll
okay.
Oh.
Make way.
Actually, no,
start
hang on.
revol-
Wait, stop. Jester, what were you going to say the same thing?
well, I wanted to buzz in, yes, but like
I wanted to buzz in. I called first on buzzing.
Here,
in.
we'll roll a thing. If it gets higher than 20, if it gets higher than 10, Lumios gets it. If it gets lower, Jester. Lumios, you get this one. It's yes, you were
Okay.
correct, by the way. I know what you're going to say. Make way, start /V/A revolution. This was the Generator Rex opening. All right,
Simba,
next.
Milo.
And with that, we go back to Cameron. Cameron, pick one, please.
Anime 300. Let's finish
Anime
this off.
300. This anime is considered underrated by a large number of people. Uses isekai-like qualities and references video games.
There are literally dozens that fit
There
this.
are so
Think of it this way:
many.
this is a anime with a massive fan base still.
Can I buzz in?
Well,
Cameron
who
gets a shot
was-
at this if he wants to give it a try, and then you can go after.
Again,
Okay.
there's literally dozens like
There's
this.
so many.
You got to think of it generically. I'm not going to put something that's very like out of the box.
My friend, considered underrated by a large number of people, references video games. Those are things that just fall under the isekai qualities.
Well, no, this one is
Uh,
specifically an isekai with a lot of video game references.
Again, that's a lot of them.
Hmm. Alrighty.
What is Log Horizon?
Incorrect. Skedaddle.
What is Sword Art Online?
Correct.
Yeah,
Let's
I should have expected that.
go.
Just use the most dumbest. Use
Well,
the
that's
bottom
not
of the
isekai
barrel.
like. It is an isekai.
Oh wait, hang on. I'm gonna do
I got
a
points.
random question. I forgot to give you your points
Congratulations.
there. Did anybody else get points that I missed? I don't think so. Skedaddle, you get to pick.
Let's go card games for 100.
Card games. The set that Mystical Space Typhoon was first released in for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, I know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm just gonna pass.
Does anybody want to try and take a shot at this?
Mystical Space Typhoon. I want to say during like a Dark Magician set.
Well, I mean, yeah, but get into the set name. Jester, I know you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Do you want to, or a Yu-Gi-Oh player? Do you want to give this a shot?
Mystical Space Typhoon.
The first set it was released in.
Oh, the very first. Nah, this just feels on bad from the rest. What's it called again?
It was. I'll give you a hint. This set's name had two separate names due to a conflicting situation with Magic the Gathering.
What is Spell Ruler?
Correct. Now, I will give you the points on this one just because it's a 100. All right, next up in the choosing line here is Jester. You get to pick the next one.
Yeah, can I tell something? Nerd Culture for 200.
Nerd Culture for 200. Notorious forum website. I'll give you a hint.
What
It's
is-
one of the... All right, wait, go for it.
What is 4chan?
Correct.
Oh wow.
It's
Like
definitely
that's-
notorious.
Yeah.
I gained them 200 points here.
Yep.
Got it. Nerd Culture 300.
Nerd Culture 300. This website made this type of organizational graph popular, and the website for this graph was made in order to allow for people to come together and build a chart of their interests, and was used by many content creators for a variety of topics. This website, this type of graphing was made popular in the late 20 teens and early 2020s.
So it's a graph site that what is tier list maker?
Correct. What is / are tier lists?
Hmm.
All right, now since you've gotten
Makes
2 in a
sense.
row, we are going to pass over. Next up is Lumios.
What is anime for 400?
Anime for 400. This show is one made in America, but still considered an anime in a variety of ways.
What is Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Correct.
No, that was my guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of put this
Um,
one here because I felt like this was a good one, because now
There
we're
was
getting
only
more and
two-
more. Well, no, we're
there
getting
was
more and more
only-
things that are becoming American-esque.
There were only there were two shows that I was going to guess. And I know you never watched the Boondocks. So
No,
this
I
is
no,
my-
I watched Boondocks. I watched it.
Yeah. So those were my two guesses. And
If
I
it
know
had
you
been the
like Avatar
Boondocks, I feel like you would have lost your mind.
I actually no. If I was thinking if he picks the Boondocks, I'm gonna flip the table.
All
I would
right.
have accepted it, but still be mad.
All right. Next one. What do you want to pick, Diego?
Okay. What is video games for 100?
This company is notorious for bugs in their games that they've had in the past.
What is Bethesda Studios?
Correct.
Also,
right.
CD Projekt Red.
Yeah.
Yo.
Skedaddle.
Yeah,
Skedaddle, you're up next.
definitely. Let's go nerd culture 400.
Nerd culture for 400. What is the difference between a nerd and a geek?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. This is kind of subjective.
Ooh, I've got
Um,
one.
No, between the stereotypes. We're
Okay,
talking
well,
about like stereotype design.
Okay, well,
I think I have an idea.
for a nerd, I'll just say like, what is a person who is super into video games and like D&D and those kind of things. And I'll say for a geek, it's like, what is someone who's super into like movies and Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and things like that. That's what I'll say. I don't know if that.
I'm actually going to collect answers and get an opinion on this one. So I mean, here's the thing. I want to give you the points, but you're both right and wrong on this. Cameron, I feel like I think you were trying to buzz in essentially earlier. I'll give you a shot.
I have two answers to this. I'm going to go with the joke first. A nerd. What is a nerd? Is someone who's passionate with a hobby.
No, the question here is what is the difference? Like, what is the one
No,
thing that
I'm
one
getting there
quality
for the
has?
joke. Or sorry, a geek is someone who's passionate with a hobby. A nerd is a male whale's reproductive genitalia. Or no, sorry,
It's also a candy.
yeah.
It's a candy that
Now
looks like Yoshi.
Yeah. Now for the serious answer. By definition, a nerd is someone who is emphatic about a hobby. But in the context of stereotypes, a nerd would be someone who is passionate about nerdy things such as comic books or shows, whereas a geek fills the more technological stereotype.
Okay. Do Jester and Lumios, do either of you want to give it a try, or do you think you've pretty much been covered here?
I have no opinion. I'm pretty covered.
It's pretty covered.
Okay, so the answer here was subjective, but I do want to point out what I found is my answer. Geeks are collection-oriented and have specific fields of interests. Nerds are overall more intellectual and symbology. So I am gonna give this to Skedaddle purely on the fact of he was the first one to answer it mostly correct. But I will say this, Cameron, I do really like your answer. It was just a close second behind.
What, the whale pee-pee?
No, the part where it's like a hobby versus general interest.
I mean, that is the definition of a nerd.
Well, a nerd is being intellectual in a hobby. Geeks are similar to nerds, but they're collection oriented. Otakus are essentially geeks. That would have been another acceptable answer. A geek is an otaku versus a nerd who is just a person that is very intellectual in a slightly vast field. All right, Cameron, you're up next. Pick a topic, please.
All right, let's hit nerd culture 500.
All right. What year was the word nerd coined as a derogatory statement? I don't think anybody's gonna get this, but I'm gonna let you pick a time frame, or if you can try and guess the specific year.
Or we could say like we all give a guess and whoever's closest gets it.
That's what I was thinking. So,
Right.
Cameron, give me
when was 1998?
No, all right. So you're gonna say 98, or are you saying the 90s? You can say a time frame of a decade,
I think
or you can say
let's go specific year.
Yeah, because if we go a whole decade, that's way too much.
All right,
I'm
fine.
basically gonna get it.
So you got 98. Jester, what is your answer to this one?
I would say 2000.
2000. Okay. Lumios.
I'm gonna say what is 1986.
All right, Skedaddle.
I'm gonna go right in between Cameron and Jester, and I'm gonna say 1999.
Lumios is getting the points here. It is actually coined in
Yes.
1951.
Oh, wow.
Dang! I
Yeah,
had no idea.
Expected to be that way
It was
back
coined.
then.
It was
Yeah.
coined in a magazine as a alternative word for square.
Wow.
Huh? That's really interesting. I had no
That
idea.
is.
I had to look this one up because I knew it was the 50s, but I didn't know what year.
Yeah.
All right, so
Huh.
Lumios, you get the next question.
No,
I will say this
What is
though. To reasons that we will not explain, Cameron is not allowed to answer the anime question, the last anime question.
Yes, I unintentionally learned the answer to it a couple of hours ago, so
Now
I
I
will
kind of
not.
want to know what the last question is. Anime for 500.
Let's see if
Okay,
you can get it
yeah.
right. You gotta guess the name of the anime based on the following discrete. Explained by a high-as shit classmate of mine. A man meets a girl with a sword, gains similar powers to her and members of the organization she works for, makes friends with the love interest, a tall close friend, and an ally that in the final half of the series becomes his enemy, not really by choice. He begins to kick the ass of spiritual beings and begins to completely warp the traditional society that this female friend is from whilst fighting supernatural entities. Name the anime.
Oh,
What is Bleach?
Correct.
god damn it!
I was sitting on his couch, and
I was like, look,
Wait.
I need to give this thing a test. Cameron, I'm not
Listen.
giving this to you. Let's see if you can understand it. This is how a high as hell classmate of
a
mine
man meets a
gave
girl with a
this.
sword, Rukia, gains similar powers to her and the members of her organization, becomes a Reaper, makes friends with love interest, Orihime, tall friend, Chad, an ally in the
I
final
love how
half.
he's just called
Incidentally.
Chad.
I mean, he is the Giga Chad
He is the
He's a
Giga Chad
Chad.
with the right arm of the giant.
and the left arm of the Reaper.
Is it literally the left arm of the Reaper? I thought it was just he has a
No, but
giant.
his attack move is called La Muerte, the death.
That's
Oh.
pretty sick.
And wasn't one of the other one called Diablo? I am pretty sure on that one.
It
Unless I
sounds
am.
like
look,
that.
look, Chief, I don't know. All right, so, all right, next up in the line, Skedaddle, pick a question, please.
Let's
Don't
go
forget
another. What?
Not just reminding our game master about the points. Well, looks like he did it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go random questions for 200.
Okay, random questions for 200. What children's show, one with a toy line attached to it, and Lumios will know this one because it's a very personal one to me, was once absolutely amazing and now has been rebooted multiple times and has been complete ass since?
I'm
That's
gonna
a lot.
say, what is Ben 10?
Close but incorrect. Cameron,
Very true. What is Transformers?
incorrect.
Oh,
Jester.
that was good.
What is Bakugan?
Yes! What is Bakugan
Oh,
Battle
Bakugan.
Brawlers?
3 perfectly valid answers.
I used to
Yo,
watch
no,
Three
Bakugan.
perfect.
Dude.
No, here's how bad it is. So let's explain it this way. So you remember how the original cast was one for each attribute? They knocked it down to 3 characters, basically Power Ranger style. They made, and which is clearly meant to be an Asian country. They made the intelligent guy black. Didn't even name him Marucho, I don't think. And he was essentially just, which first of all, I gotta be honest here. I get why they race swapped them. I don't have a problem with it, but I feel like it was inaccurate because if you were in Japan, I'm just gonna we gotta call the facts as they are here. Being there, they are very racist in Japan. There are
They
a lot
are,
of
yeah.
older people that are very racist.
There's a
And-
number of places you can go across many industries that just won't do business with you if you aren't native Japanese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like I get where they were going with it, but at the same time it didn't work. I mean, in the original show, you had Julie, who was very clearly like part, I don't want to say Hispanic, but definitely not Asian blooded entirely. But you still could see there was enough of it in her that she wasn't just Japanese Asian. She had a bit of something else. And the girl that they made, like the close one, the new girl, clearly was just a mash of all the old ones. Like the character design, like the drip was really good. I gotta give them that. The drip was good, but they also completely murdered the original story, and that really hurt my feelings. Like it used to be, all these different planes of existence that all of the Bakugan lived in, and then they said, "Nah, we're robot aliens now."
Which the designs weren't that bad.
Like,
but-
it would have been fine if they were robot aliens from another dimension, but they didn't even start it the same. They just said there was the world changed when all these cards fell from the sky. It was full on just, no, we made a game out of this. No explanation. Nothing.
Bakugan was
no.
pretty sick though.
Now,
How you could
granted,
roll out the little balls
I
and
do
they
want
would pop out.
I do want to point
Yeah.
something out. So the same friend that made the Bleach comment that we used for our question, he described this show as game devs basically proving that they are using cheat codes for the entirety of the first season. Because I mean, to be fair, all of those characters did make how the Bakugan game was played, proceeded to then dominate the rankings, which they were internationally ranked, and then proceeded to get the powers from the Bakugan gods, and should they have gone up against little Timmy from down the corner, would have absolutely obliterated him and his Juggernaut.
I also want to point out that in the first series, Shun, the air guy, was the only one that was ranked very high. Everyone else was in the like bottom tiers.
No, that's not true. Dan was in the top 50. We did get confirmed on that. He was in the top 50, but part of that was also like a respect thing. Like nobody really wanted to challenge him.
Mm-hmm.
And yet everyone treated him like crap and like he was a moron.
Yeah, but it's kind of the standard for anime as the main character gets shat on a lot.
Like he's a moron. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. He isn't at all.
He
smooth.
is.
All right,
He
so
is. He's also one of the guys that made your game.
he also made. Well, I mean, to be fair, they never announced that they made the game. They just posted on a forum.
Oh no, they were Reddit users.
All right, so who was next in? So who was the one that asked for that question? I believe it was Lumios.
No, I was the one that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Lumios, you do get to pick the next question.
It was me who asked for the question. Yeah.
Oh, then
The what now? Everyone else went with Transformer, Ben 10, etc. All other valid answers, by the way.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh no, did you see that they put Generator Rex in the new Ben 10 and it's atrocious?
What?
I haven't watched any of the new.
They had a crossover called Ben 10 Gen 10.
Okay, so let me break it down for you. So they decided to make Generator Rex similar to the Age of Ben. Here's the thing: this is in the reboot where Ben is a 10-year-old kid again. The problem is that for some reason Rex and I think it was like Bozo or something. I forgot the movie's name.
Bobo.
Yeah, Bobo. For some reason, they're trying to leave the organization. They're constantly on the run from them, which I haven't watched the show in a while, but I'm pretty sure it stated that they never ran away.
They did in the second season. They were on the run.
Yeah, but like but the reboot makes it so like they're constantly running away. They think that Gen Rex makes it sound like that they're trying to experiment on him to be some ultimate weapon, even though they're trying to make sure he's okay. 6 is basically the same in the show, but like the
6 is literally just given worse drip, and we aren't even told what Evos are. They just say, you've got to be an Evo. Barely explain it.
Yeah, no, that's the other thing. They barely explained the lore. They legit, this entire crossover was just to capitalize of like, hey, remember the original one, the peak one, the greatest crossover of all time? Yeah, we can do that.
And there wasn't even an upgrade moment.
We still have the rights to this? Let's go.
Yeah, Man of Action technically still has...
Isn't Man of Action already threatening legal suit right now? Or somebody is against Cartoon Network because of like how they've mishandled recent content?
Not surprised.
I think so.
All right, so who's next?
Me.
All right.
Yeah, did make sure I got my points right. No,
I believe so.
Yeah. I'm going. I gotta.
Do you need your points still? Well, you were at 700 before, right?
But I'll be back real quick.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, so we're good. Then yes. Next question, please.
Card games for 200.
Considered one of, if not the best of all the parts of the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, the abridged made it something of a meme based on its main premises.
Oh, come on. This hurts. I would like to buzz in if there is no other...
Jester?
Oh, I know which arc I'm specifying. It's back in my brain. but it's not coming out of the tongue.
You can say the summoning method if you want to do that.
Then I was like, you're talking about the summoning method?
Alright, back.
Well, no. You can
Okay.
say the summoning method that it came out in this series, in this
Oh, I
portion
know
of the
this.
series.
Yeah,
Or-
I'm already trying to buzz in.
Okay, wait. What is synchro summoning?
Yes,
That
what
am-
is Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds?
AKA card games
which
on motorcycle.
motorcycles?
Oh, I was thinking of the completely different bird show.
This
No.
is hurting me so much.
It's
Every
like-
show that everything I know, I just don't get.
Cameron's just gonna have a heart attack. He's gonna get something about like Higurashi,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
and it's gonna be given to
Motorcycle.
Skedaddle, and he's just gonna sit there like, no, it should have been me, not him.
Well, it's
Oh
kind of
no,
lucky.
I'm
I
currently
barely
down
know
at least
anything.
1,000 points because everything I know has either
Alright,
been
so
taken from
we
me or I
are
don't
because of
remember.
how. Let me check a number real quick. Oh no, I do have a thing up here. I have a randomizer on a separate window that pulls up Double Jeopardy. Everybody, please in the designer general type in how many points you are willing to wager on this Double Jeopardy.
In general?
Yeah, in the designer general of our Discord that we're currently in.
I'm going everything.
Same.
You fools.
You know?
Why did you name yourself Drew?
I fear nothing.
So here is the question. This was a card game that also was given an anime. However, this is an anime that focuses on a partner that was not encased within a sphere. This partner was also part of a battling system. They made multiple attempts to make this a real life card game that kicked off the ground, but ultimately fell to more popular games like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Vanguard, Pokemon, and Magic the Gathering.
Repeat it?
A card game with an anime that attempted to rise in the ranks and become as popular as Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering. The anime focused around a character with a partner that would physically be around with them, both in and out of combat.
What is Pokemon?
Incorrect.
No.
What is Digimon?
Incorrect.
What?
I would say it's like hunting monsters or something.
No, there is no hunting of monsters.
What is Yokai? Yokai Watch?
Incorrect.
The only
What-
other one I could think of is like Tai Judo.
Sorry.
Jester.
What
go.
is Future Fight, buddy?
Future Card
no,
Buddy
it-
Fight? Yes.
What?
I've never heard of that.
Now,
you
show me
gave a correct
show me a
answer
photo.
and got
Show
told
me a
no.
photo.
hold on, like, stay where you are, buddy. Like, let me for them. Like, by the way, most of the seasons are on YouTube for free. They're part of the Bushy Road, and which also made Card Fight. Nah, you literally throwing hands into that card game. Well, in the anime at least.
Yeah, no, in
I've
the
never heard
anime,
of this.
you literally
I-
teamed up with your buddies, is what they were called, and you basically threw hands with the opponent. Like, imagine it was
Show
a
me.
three.
Show me.
Imagine it was a 3-card field, and your deck was would manifest as physical items like weapons and shit, and you and your buddy would fight their buddy, and you would just throw hands against the opponent. It was the most wild shit.
And I mean, sure, I get one that ain't too deep into the
What's it called
season.
again? Future Fighters?
Future Card
Future-
Buddy Fight.
We all gave very good answers, and all of them were applicable.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that
It's a vague description. It was supposed to be like a vague description.
Yes.
I need to look this up. What's it called?
Future card buddy
Future
fight.
Card Buddy Fight.
I'm about to drop an EMV of the very first fight that happened in the show. So relax. You'll see it later on your on discretion. Where the heck did I put my disc?
It has 6 seasons from 2014.
Yeah, it's still going.
What is this? This is the most shonen thing. It looks like Beyblade
Oh no, yeah,
Turbo.
it is very. It's
It looks like
basically
Yeah.
when they watered down Vanguard.
seriously, it looks
It-
like Beyblade
Oh.
Turbo.
Pete, you're literally boxing the other monsters and your opponent in this card game. I
Okay,
just
so yeah, I know at least about 2 more.
Oh, this isn't an AMV. I can't play the music, but damn,
like,
I'm
you
just
see this-
I'm letting my viewers just get a quick clip of it, so they can see exactly what it is. Which I do not own this content. I'm simply showing to explain.
This is absolutely just Beyblade.
It is literally just if
Higher budget.
Beyblade. It's literally just if Beyblade had monsters and the monsters physically pulled out of the tops and decided to throw hands.
Yeah.
Come on,
It looks kind of cool
CGI.
though.
have the option of literally throwing hands against the monsters and your opponent yourself. You see the
Nah, man.
sword boy up equipped there? Yeah, that's really the whole option.
Nah,
It
man,
looks
I
like
pick
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Judo. At least in that one, you have one specific creature, you can throw hands, and they have all hand drawn with a cool design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of cool, but that's not how they did it in this one, and that's the sad part.
That looks kind of
Come be
cool.
back.
All right, so to get back to
Which
it,
question was that?
that was the double Jeopardy. So Jester is currently in the lead now with 2,200 points. Now we are gonna make the final Jeopardy interesting. Whoever wins it wins half of everybody else's points.
Damn.
Well, since it is the double Jeopardy, did we not lose points?
I'm not gonna make you lose. No, nobody loses points in double Jeopardy.
I think we'd all be at 0 if we lost points.
Cameron, you'd be in the negatives.
No, I'd be at 0.
We'll put it this way. This is our way of making it fair. So whoever wins the final Jeopardy will basically win because they'll get half of everybody's points.
Okay, sure.
And that's, I mean, it's not a win based on points, but just a win based on attrition, I guess, more likely. All right, next up, I believe that was the double Jeopardy, and I believe Chester picked that one, so that means Lumios is up next.
All right. Video games for 300.
This video game was a fantasy game made after a collection of books with a similar name.
Oh, okay. I think I know this. Maybe.
Oh, man. Oh, man, I probably don't know this one. I'm just gonna say, what is Final Fantasy?
Incorrect. Skedaddle?
What is the Lord of the Rings Shadow of Mordor?
Incorrect. Cameron?
Oh, what is Dragon Quest?
Incorrect. There's not books made. It was the
There's
books came out
a Dragon
first.
Quest manga.
Oh, well, that's not correct either. Jester, do you want to give this one a shot?
Fantasy game made after a collection of books with a similar name.
Yeah, it clearly says the books came before the games.
So, what is Baldur's Gate?
Incorrect. Correct answer is what is The Witcher?
Oh, that makes sense.
That
That
makes a
makes
lot more
sense.
sense. Yeah.
All right. Next up is Cameron.
Let's go random 500.
Which movie came out first? The original Alien, Mad Max,
Ooh.
Jurassic Park,
I like
or
this.
Star Wars? Cameron, you get to pick first.
Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Let's go with Empire Strikes Back.
Incorrect. Jester.
I think I have an answer. I think I know which one it is.
What
Might be
is-
Rolling Loud.
You heard me? What is Alien?
Incorrect. Alien came. Actually, no, that is not correct. Sorry. I just thought about it and I checked back over my answer sheet and I was like, nope, that's not right. Sorry. Lumios.
What is Mad Max?
Correct. Mad Max came out I believe it's 2 or 3 months prior to Alien in 1979.
I thought it was
I know-
Jurassic Park.
I thought those two were very close. That's
All right. Next up is Lumios picking points here. What you gonna get?
What is random questions for 400?
What is the nickname that Kane had at the behest of Alistair
Oh, I know this.
between January and April of 2022?
Now that's just unfair. Literally, there's two people that know that specific answer in this call.
Oh no, I bitched about it to Skedaddle. I don't know if Cameron was here at that point though.
I wasn't.
I know this one.
What
There is
it?
exactly two people in this 5-person call that know that.
Well, two people that heard it
Draw.
way more than everybody else.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man. Oh man, this sucks.
Skedaddle. Do you want to try and take a guess?
I would. What is Diamond Blazer?
Incorrect.
What? Did you have a different one before this?
I know it was
I
a
like
nickname given by a friend as a joke.
Oh, I
Diamond
thought you
Blazer has
meant
just been a
your
username. No,
I
no.
thought
It's
you
a
meant your
nickname.
Discord name.
No, that's a
Oh, never
username.
mind
This is a
then.
nickname. All right, Jester.
I have no idea then.
Your man, aka Muscle Man.
Incorrect.
What the
Wait.
fuck you mean? What? Oh no, it's the
trying to-
other one.
I'm trying to think about this.
Lumios, take a guess.
I don't know. Something Vaporeon?
No.
No, it's what? How does Kane look like in real life?
Oh,
Most of the
nah,
time.
that's unfair. No, the correct answer was the following. What is cheese tits? Because
Oh,
for,
I
con-
know
for,
that.
for context,
I've
I
never heard
accidentally
that.
had my camera turned on in the middle of me like playing video games. And what Alistair saw was me shirtless trying to eat some Cheez-Its, and I missed my mouth.
That's perfect.
You're gonna have to edit
I'm
this
gonna
out.
I'm gonna give these pity points to Cameron because Cameron has nothing.
No, do not give me those. No.
I think I should
I
get
don't
half
want
points
cheese
because
tip
I
points.
knew
I
your
can't
previous
give
Discord name.
half. I can't give
No,
half.
don't give me the points. I don't deserve them.
It's like literally 3 out of the 4 contestants kind of knew some answers other than cheese tips.
I'm gonna give half points to Cameron and Jester because Cameron.
No, I don't want them. I don't want cheese tits points.
Well, I'm giving it to you anyway because I have to break them in half, and I'm not giving them to Jester. All right. Diego chose that one. Jake, you're up next.
Okay, let's go video games for 400.
No, that is not the right one.
No, I can tell you that one. No.
What was the company that worked on Elder Scrolls Online and is still in charge of working on it? Hint: it is not Bethesda.
Oh gosh.
But I will
okay.
say this: they are related to Bethesda.
Yeah, huh. Amron said Obsidian earlier, and I don't know. I wonder if that is it. I don't actually know.
No, incorrect. Cameron.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't my
don't know.
answer, but sure,
Oh.
I guess.
All I know is Obsidian Games is no longer in existence. It's the reason why they no longer worked on Fallout New Vegas.
No, Obsidian still exists. They made Outer
Obsidian
Worlds.
still exists? I thought it was gone.
They made the Outer Worlds.
Oh shoot! Good on them.
Jester, you want to give it a shot?
The Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, that I gotta pass on.
Lumios.
Wait, what did Jester say?
He just passed.
What is the Blizzard?
Nope. What is
Is
ZeniMax?
it? Oh,
Never heard of
They
it.
are the parent
I've
company
never
of
heard of that
Bethesda.
either.
We'll give everybody 100 points.
Pity points.
Yeah.
All right,
What was my
so
world?
next
pick
up
again, I
is
guess.
Cameron. Pick
Oh, yeah.
again.
Let's finish off random questions.
What is the name of the hole at the lower part of your eyelids where tears come from? And I'll tell you now, it's not tear ducts. It's specifically the name of the hole.
Oh, wait. Okay, I'm thinking of
I
back
do
to
not
anatomy
know.
and
I
physiology from
legit took biology
high
this
school.
semester. I should know it.
I do not
Thinking back
know,
to it.
and
But
out
I'm
of
not.
respect for your channel trying to stay monetized, I'm not going to make a horrible statement.
Okay,
Cade.
can I just get? I'm gonna guess. Is it what is the viaduct?
No, incorrect. Lumios.
What is the? I'm a pass. I definitely knew
Jester,
it, but
do
I
you want to
can't
give it a
look up.
shot?
The hole where where the MTOs come up, correct?
Yes. There's a hole at the lower part of your eyelid known to help with the tear ducts and assisting
makes
with both
sense.
filling and draining.
That makes sense. I just looked it up. I already guessed though, so
I like.
Looks like we don't have any answers.
All right. Correct answer here was punctum.
I don't know what world you thought we were going to
Yeah.
get that right.
All right, so
Yeah.
Cameron, back to you.
yeah.
Okay, let's finish off video games.
I don't like
Answer
card games.
one of the following. This was so there's multiple options here. There was so the first one is this was one of the games following the MMO craze of the early 2000s and was produced with the use of Turner Broadcasting's multiple intellectual properties, whilst the second was produced by a popular German building toy line. Both were shut down prior to 2016.
Hey, stop it!
What is World of Warcraft?
Incorrect. Jester.
Hold on. So both were shut down 2016. That's what I'm reading.
Before 2016. Both were officially shut down.
What is Wizard 101?
Incorrect.
Oh, that's a good guess.
That one's still
Ah!
going.
No,
I haven't-
what's going on? It's still
I
going,
know.
right?
Yeah, it is.
I want you to think about this. So, what popular broadcasting station is under Turner
have a guess.
Broadcasting?
I've never heard of Turner Broadcasting.
They're in
I
charge.
know,
All right, I'll
I've
just
heard
give
of
the
them.
answer here.
No, wait,
Charge-
I have a guess. I have a
All
guess.
right,
I have a guess.
Jake,
what is RuneScape?
incorrect.
That was
Okay.
my other answer.
Yeah.
Lumios,
What is Skylanders?
incorrect. So to give it here, I'm gonna let you guys try again on the second answer. However, the first one's correct answer was Fusionful. It was a Cartoon Network-based MMO.
I forgot that existed.
It never. Don't even remember it.
Yeah,
That was the
that
best.
How about this? If you
Man.
can guess what the product of the toy line is, the second one, we'll give you half points. We'll start with Cameron. The IP of this second one was an MMO based around a German building toy line.
German building toy?
No, a toy line that was made by somebody from Germany.
Wait, what are we trying to guess? Are we trying to guess what the
Yeah,
actual
you've given
toy
us three
was?
different statements.
You have two options here. You can guess either what the toy line is by its own name or the name of the game that is the MMO.
I like the buzz.
All right, Jester.
Buzzing. Go ahead.
What is Neo?
What is what?
Wait a minute. What is Neopets?
Incorrect.
Right.
That was not an MMO. That was in fact a pet game.
So we're guessing the name of the toy.
Yes. I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
They are still widely played with by millions of people. They have theme parks based around this toy line. This toy line intersects with multiple IPs.
Oh my god, I cannot believe we did not see this far. Oh, wait a minute, you tell me.
Is it just like action figures?
No.
No,
don't-
like
Okay.
Think about what
Uh,
is the word between German and toy?
Building.
Thing.
Is it Lincoln Logs?
Incorrect. Cameron,
I don't know.
think of the word building. What toy comes to mind?
Legos.
To be perfectly honest, Bob the
That's
Builder comes to
Danish.
mind. I'm old.
Oh, wait,
Legos are
shit.
Danish.
so. Could I But
Is it Legos? And
It's
they're Danish?
Legos because the guy who made them is technically German. He was a German
okay.
immigrant.
Okay.
Ah.
And their first patent license, if I remember correctly, was in Germany. But yes, the company itself is Danish.
Yeah.
The
okay.
correct answers here were Fusion Fall and Lego Universe.
Oh.
Mm.
I could
Oh,
like
yeah.
I heard the minute I said building and Jester thought about it, I could hear the gears in his head turning like, wait, no.
I did not know there was a Lego theme park.
I've heard of the
It's like I said,
Lego
theme park. It kind of gave it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
theme park. I did not know they even had an MMO. Wow.
Yeah, they
Huh.
did. It was called Lego Universe, and it's technically still alive through fans. Some old devs gave them access to like basically raw data of what the servers were, and they started making their own they like have their own devices they're keeping the servers online with, but they're rebuilding the game essentially. So it's very, very slow progress.
I mean, they very much did need to rebuild Fusion Fall. That
Oh
shit was
no,
trash.
no, Fusion Fall is still active now. There's a way to play it. Like other people have revived the servers and all that. You can play the
Yeah,
full
as
game
I'm saying,
essentially.
it is slow going. That was trash. I know. I played it.
All right, so Jester, you are
That's
up
what it
next. Pick the
was.
Pick the topic.
Yeah, let me see. I mean, what else is left? Let us slowly go down the M line. 5 games for 300.
This card is considered a loved/hated card in the Magic the Gathering community. It is a 3-cost blue enchantment that creates additional costs for others to cast spells.
Okay, I believe I'm the only one that knows a little bit more of Magic. I have no idea what the hell is that. I'm passing it on to the next guy.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Jester, Lumios, Skedaddle.
Yeah.
Do any of you know Magic?
I have a very
the Magic
surface
the Gathering
level.
Club is very small, and as far as I'm concerned, they have stuck with the same deck for the past 5 years.
I
I-
know nothing.
I completely agree with that. I have a very like surface level knowledge of
I
Magic.
would like to learn more. However, there's no way for me to get other than like buying it. Which, by the way, let's be honest, all of us are broke if we don't have a stable. If none of us have a stable job. To buy more
Technically,
Magic
there
cards.
are $20 commander decks through eBay.
You, you,
They just take a
Oh.
long ass time.
no,
I'm
you
trying
want
to
to
think of some kind of
What-
like
what is this?
name for a spell in Magic that would fit
This-
a blue
I'll-
card.
This
If you
particular
watch-
card has played against me once against some game,
We'll
and
give
that
you
was fucking.
we'll give you a hint here. There is a meme phrase that comes from it where will you pay the one?
Will you pay the cost?
No, will you pay the one?
One.
Is this
That is the
Will you
literal
pay the
phrase.
full?
Okay.
Is this Sauron's ring?
No. Jake, I'm assuming you're gonna pass on this one.
Yeah, unless I come up with a random
The correct answer here was Rhystic Study.
Okay. I never would have gotten that.
Nope.
I was gonna say, will you pay the troll toll?
Well, no, if you go on a website right now, which I'm gonna have to pull up for my audience, if I go to edhrec.com and you go to cards and go to saltiest cards, Rhystic Study is, let's see, 4 pages down, is a 3-cost enchantment. This is whenever an opponent casts a spell, unless they pay one mana, you get to draw a card for free. And it
Does
was
Magic have a
I
cap
can
on
see
its
why it's
hand
hated.
count?
what do you mean?
It's 7, right?
Yeah, you can only have up to 7 cards in hand unless you have a card that states otherwise.
So this is a way you could effectively start getting rid of an opponent's deck.
Think of it more like this: it lets blue draw by making everybody else pay 1 more mana to do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could effectively start getting rid of an enemy's deck by getting them above 7 cards in the late game.
Well, no,
No,
it's
no, no, no.
not your
It's saying
opponent.
that
It's not your
you
opponent
get to draw
drawing.
cards.
It's you drawing,
Oh,
and your opponent has to pay extra mana to not let you do that.
yeah. So from the opponent's perspective, the one paying the toll could effectively start getting rid of their opponent's library by continuously casting spells and other things to get them above 7 cards, forcing them to start discarding.
True, but there are land cards and artifact cards and other cards that just say you don't have a maximum hand size.
I don't. Yeah, but the way the card is worded, I don't think the player with the Ristic Study has to necessarily draw. Like they can choose not to draw if they
Yeah,
don't want
you
to.
may draw a card.
Yeah, it doesn't say you have to draw another card.
Hey, stop it.
All right, so back to
Milo,
Jeopardy.
Simba.
Next up. So Diego, you're up next. Do you want to do 400 or 500?
Let's go 500.
All right, this one's gonna be a very rough
Nice.
one, ladies and gentlemen. This
Simba,
card is from
Milo.
the Yu-Gi-Oh! GX era. Has worked multiple formats around it. Has an archetype that it is a part of or may have founded. And as of May 2024, has a printing of it that is one of the most expensive cards on TCG Player, selling at between $1,000 and $1,700. This monster is also a light monster with 1,600 defense. You just need to guess the name of the card. It was also used by
What
a main
is-
character of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
All right, I got an idea.
What is Blue Eyes White Dragon?
Incorrect.
It is legit.
Cameron would like to
He
buzz in.
says GX. He said GX.
I know nothing about
Lumios,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
you wanna
so
give
that
it a
was
dr- you wanna give it a
I know
guess?
nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh. That was
Okay,
a random
okay.
guess.
okay.
Buzz
Other
in.
than the first generation of Yu-Gi-Oh, GX is the closest one, but even then, I don't know much of the cards. I'm just gonna say number 74. Is
No,
that the year where they did
that's
number cards?
Zexal.
Yeah, that was
No,
like-
Jester.
Oh,
So it's a light monster. It has 1600 defense and used by a main character.
A character in GX, and is also in the TCG worked formats around it.
He said it was used by the main character.
A
Okay.
a main character, not the.
A what? Lord of
Alright.
Mercy.
All right, I got an
Yeah.
idea. May I buzz in?
Well, let Jester have a shot. It's currently still his turn unless he passes.
Like this is the most expensive one.
Oh no, I'm saying
As-
it's got a printing that is one of the most expensive on TCG Player for all of Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
So light monsters.
If I need to, do you want a hint at the cost of 100 points?
How much points? Oh yeah, I feel like I'm shave off on 100. Yes, please.
This monster was a monster that the main character had as iconic attack. Like it was this person's symbolic monster. It was not their boss monster, but it was their ace card.
What is Cyber Dragon?
Damn it.
Correct. Correct.
wow. Cyber Dragon.
Nicely done.
I knew it, and I couldn't get anything. Much like every other thing I know.
All right, last one.
All right, last one. These sets for Magic to name one of the following sets for Magic the Gathering that were ported into Dungeons and Dragons. When I say sets, I mean the locations that Magic the
Oh.
Gathering that D&D has based on them.
Hey,
You only got to
Milo,
name one.
Simba.
I know one. Can I say one?
I know
Sure.
one.
I think.
Uh,
What is Strixhaven?
that is correct, but do you have any others you want to get in?
Cameron would.
That is. I think that is the only one I can think of.
All right, Cameron,
Ravnica.
Ravnica and
Oh,
Strixhaven, and
Ravnica,
Theros. Theros also came from Magic the Gathering. Final Jeopardy. Now, each of you are going to be given an individual question. Should you get it right, you will get half of everybody's current point totals. And we're basically. However, the reason we're doing one for each of you individually is it makes it more interesting.
All right.
So, the first question is going to Skedaddle.
Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons is a highly complicated game, Before rolling D20, before the current D20 system, they messed around with numerous systems. The final result of their first
No,
attempt
Milo,
at
no,
making a
Milo,
balanced
run.
hit ratio system was called
Stop it.
was called a acronym that relates to hit and its name. What was the name of this hit system? It is an
Wait.
acronym. It is referenced
feel
in
like-
Baldur's Gate 1.
I haven't played that. I feel like I should know this.
Come on.
Yeah, I've got nothing. I don't know what this is.
To hit, so
Okay, the correct
roll
answer
for
here was
damage.
2 hit armor class equals 0,
Oh,
or
wow.
THACO for short. So, we're just going to go ahead and say
Okay.
this. So, I'm getting on a notepad here. All right, so should anybody get... So, nobody's lost any points yet. One person got it wrong. All right, Lumios.
All right.
This person has multiple works that were made on Cartoon Network. This person identifies as a male. This person also worked on multiple Nickelodeon shows, including Butch Hartman's Danny Phantom. What is the name of this designer?
Oh, crap. Oh, and I
Give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. Two of their characters, or two of their shows, were made by them for a different broadcasting company.
Oh man, I remember Jen Tarkovsky.
Incorrect. The correct answer here was Man of Action.
Ah,
Jester. Multiple commanders have made it for the vampire sets in Magic the Gathering. However, one of them has been standing tall above the rest of them for quite a long time. What is the name of the commander that is currently considered the best vampire commander?
The best vampire.
They're considered the best commander for vampires, having the most decks built with them as the commander for Vampire Tribal.
If only Cliff was here, he would know this.
True.
Oh, he opted out of this.
Understandable.
Yeah.
He's finally home with his family. He escaped the Shadow Realm.
Okay, you act like being around us is a death sentence.
I am
I
down the
mean-
road from you. It is.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. So like, I played to some specific commander against me. Hello.
Yes.
yeah.
Well, did you
Okay,
Did you try and guess?
The just on one question. This one is the most best vampire commander to exist, right?
Yes.
If I mean, one of his names is start. One of his names has Markov in it. I don't remember the else because like there was another one set based upon him, correct? Or
Not really. This is a commander that had its own pre-constructed deck. This is also a commander that is been in 2 and 3 color printings.
what is Markov? I don't remember the rest of
You
this.
got to say the full name.
Edgar Markov?
Yes, Edgar Markov.
No.
All right, before we do
Oh.
the point total, we're going to let Cameron go ahead and go for his. So, Cameron, you get to pick I'm going to actually give you a difficult 2-part one. However, should you get it, Should you answer both of them, you have the chance of earning every point from everybody else. Do you want to take this challenge?
Fuck it, we ball.
So, for question 1, this is a word. This word is now the name of a genre. It's considered one of the youngest genres for anime, horror, and a type of film. This genre also has a recent anime that came out with this word in its name. This word originates from the Japanese word of monster. What is the word?
It's not really that old, but what would be kaiju?
Correct. Well, it's considered new. It's an old word with a relatively new genre.
I wouldn't say it's new. Kaiju anime have been coming out for a long time, partially coming from
Well,
the
we're saying multimedia. There's been monster
Yeah.
movies way before, or monster stuff way before kaiju.
Yeah.
It's just kaiju is the youngest of all the monster subgenres.
All right.
No, kaiju have been around literally, at least at Japan. That's the employment term. Like if you're talking from the States, okay, that has some kaiju. That's been a long, around
Well,
long.
Well, here's the thing. The word itself is young. It used to just be called beast films, or beast work, or like basically monstrous beasts. Kaiju was just a newly coined term that then stuck to the subgenre.
All right. Second half.
Second half.
Man, this is a
Name. So this is one where you have two options here. You can either do one that's based on my own anime tastes and guess the anime, or I can give you one based on a very blind description.
A very what description?
A very blind and very dumbed down description.
Let's make it stupid. Dumb it down.
Boy witnesses horrific crime and now is doing what he can to prevent to end the suffering that the person in charge and who also committed the crime personally, along with their underlings, have done to others. Name the anime.
Please repeat that more coherently this time.
Sorry. A young boy of shonen protagonist age, so between 15 and 17, witnesses a horrific crime done unto people he cared about, or just also possibly random passerbys. Now with the help of his mentor from prior, from its own little mini arc, he is now on his way to basically bring justice to the person who committed the crime against the people that he witnessed, or against the crime he witnessed, along with the multiple crimes that this person's underlings have done to others.
What is My Hero Academia?
Incorrect. I'll give you one more guess.
Okay. So so the mentor has had an arc already?
The mentor had an arc in which they were heavily involved. Now they have only been referenced. I will also say this is an anime that also had a manga, and the manga is currently complete.
Had a manga and the what and is currently complete?
It also has a manga, and the manga, as of 2024, has been completed. Not completed this year, but as of 2024, checking it again, has been completely completed prior.
I think I might know it.
This could be a lot of things. I know a lot of shit that follows around like this.
This is 2024 completed.
Well, we started with DBZ, we'll end it. What is Dragon Ball Z?
Incorrect. The correct answer was Demon Slayer.
Ah.
Okay, yeah.
That makes sense.
witnessed a horrific crime. He basically saw the murder of his family. Not
DVZ
watched it
Raditz
happen.
kidnapped his son.
Raditz kidnapped my son! Alright, no, so it looks like, due to the math here, so we're going to go ahead and do the math here. So you're going to get 250 points.
Oh, we're taking points from people.
Yes.
Yeah, whoever got it right took some of the other opponent's points.
Oh, that's
That's how it
kind of
works.
scary.
So the final tally here is in last place. I'm sorry, Cameron. You got cucked out of this one.
Hey, I got one of those two-parters.
Jester, you won with 4,850 points. Lumios, you are in second place with 1,150 points. And in
Let's
third
go.
place, we have Jake with 450. Thank you guys
Let's
so much
go.
for
I
being
didn't
a part
I
of this
didn't get
video.
last.
We will be doing another one in the next coming weeks. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys like, subscribe, all that jazz. And I will see everybody in the next video. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night.